What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know I just did the unboxing for this video, and I did say in the video that the joints were really tough. Well, not tough, they were just really tight, like they were frozen. But this figure they did say was going to have metal parts, so I understand that. And that figure is Mechagodzilla. Now, y'all probably trying to figure out why do I have my Mechagodzilla in a bodybuilder pose. And that is because when I was moving the joints around, trying to get the arms, the elbows and stuff straight, I kind of just left them there. To give y'all a little bit of an idea on how he can be posed. Bring it a little bit closer so y'all can see some of that detail. Kind of looks cool like in that pose though. But that's more of a Kong type thing to do. Because of his figure. I mean, since Kong looks more like a bodybuilder or wrestler. But I was just kind of fooling around with this and moving the stuff around. I did also have something pop out, and I will talk about that right now because it does come with some instructions right here showing about the shoulders, having the piece come up for the missile launchers, the changeable hands, and how they go on. They just pop on and off. I had to mess with that and show y'all the accessories. That is actually the accessories. He gets 2 extra hands, but it's something cool that you can do with these hands, and I will get to that when we get into that part of the video. But also right here, he has missiles that shows up on his stomach, and right here on the inner thigh, that's what popped out. Well, kind of didn't pop out because I was kind of messing around and I kind of pulled it out. And it does say do not, it says somewhere rip off, do not, okay. Well, I guess I kind of just pulled them out because of, I was curious about this piece right here. This little piece of, if I can move the arms out the way. So let's go on, just do the articulation so I can get to that to talk about it. So head can go side to side, real good. Head can also look down that far, and that is pretty far for this figure, and up about that far. The jaw can open and close. Now, if you pull the head slightly forwards and move the jaw down some, it can open a little bit wider. And that is just because the head part right here has a little ball joint in there that actually does this. I don't know what the flaw or what that is, that why this goes in and out. Just the other one says, if you've seen the unboxing video, you would know that I ended up with 2 of these. Now, I did open the other one just to make sure nothing was broke and everything looked the same. Everything was good on both, but they both had that. The headpiece did that. So if anybody knows why the head is supposed to be able to come out like that, let me know. Maybe it's to do something like that to get him to look forwards. Or look down more, or like I said, to make the mouth open wider for the beam. And no, he did not come with a beam. Alright, moving on down to the shoulders. Now the shoulders, this part right here can open so you can move the arms almost. Hang on. Alright, so the arms can go all the way around. You just got to move the joint. The elbow can rotate all the way around 360 and can open that far. and close. Let's see if I can. If you pull it up and turn, then turn inwards, you can get it a little bit closed more. Onto the hand. Hands can, if the camera would focus on the hand for me, can rotate all the way around, can pivot all the way around, and like these show right here, can pop off. So since I am talking about the hands now, well, these do come off really easy, so be very careful with these, because these will actually fall off or pop off anytime you mess with the hands. Alright, so we got this little piece right here, right? You look at this hand right here, it's wide open. But if you notice right here, this is out straight. Now the one in my hand, can you see the difference? Let me take one of these hands off to show you a better example of it. Oh, hang on. There we go. One is straight down, the other one straight up in different poses. So like I showed, these hands were straight wide open like this, right? So when you put those hands on this wrist, from this to this, so you could have them grabbing or kind of doing like where you would take this hand and slow, like kind of open this up slightly, like not all the way on there like this, and just make it look like it's closing. Alright, I'm just going to keep this on there for right now, and well, you know what, we're just going to put this hand. I don't think the hands matter which ones you put them on, because everything's the same. Alright, and they just pop right on like that. But like I said, these do fly off. So you can actually have like the wide open hand and the closed hand, and you can mix match it just like that if you wanted to. Alright, we're going to move on down to the... Oh yeah, I forgot the shoulders right here. Actually got a T folding. I think that's what this would be called, or butterfly. Huh, if you had another figure right here, it could look like he's hitting it like that. If you took the hand like this, closed it. I'm just doing this just to show y'all a little bit of the articulation and action, and just kind of going like this. Like put my finger right here for a head, and it's just... I'm surprised we didn't get that in the movie. I guess if shoot, I can't remember his name now. I'm so sorry. But Sarazawa's son, if he was controlling Mechagodzilla, we could have probably seen something like this happen to Godzilla. Alright, enough fooling around. Let's move on to the rest of the figure. Oh yeah, before I forget, I hope everybody's having themselves a good day or night, or whatever time you are watching this. But now we're going to move on to the body. The body has no movement whatsoever. It's just a solid piece. The only thing that you can get on the stomach to move is the belly missiles right here. Now to open these is kind of something that I have to look into, because I thought you had to pull from the top and go, and that's not the case. You got to open from the bottom for it to open. Even if you if you try closing it from the bottom, it won't close because they're overlapping each other. So you got to go top, back down. Now for the legs, can open about that wide. Open that wide if you don't want the piece to come out. But when I pulled mine out, right here, like I was saying, here we go, right here. This piece right here, this little joint, does wiggle a little bit with the upper piece, or I'm not sure what you would call that, or the top of the thigh. It also wiggles and moves by itself. So I thought can be connected to this. Like you would pull this one, the bottom one out, pull this one out. This connects to this one. And this one would connect to this one. This one would be in the back, like how these look. It's kind of what I thought. But when I tried it, it did not work. So then I just easily put them back in. And it really wasn't that hard if I can pull. There we go, right here. I'll pull them out for y'all. Now, I'm doing this. I do not want no one else doing this. I don't want y'all taking a chance or blaming me for your figure being broken. So I'm just doing this to show if you stretch the leg out too far and these pop out, I'm showing you how to fix it. So this one just easily will come out. But say both of them comes out, right? Like right here, if you pull the leg down too far, this one will come out. So both of them are out, right? We all see this, right? I pulled them out. Now, here comes what I'm going to do. I'm going to show y'all how to put these back in. And it's not really that hard if you are gentle with it. I'm just trying to get that back piece right here to come back to me because it was getting stuck back there. Let me move this leg a little bit out of the way so I can show y'all a little bit better. Okay, we got to put in the back leg first. So what you want to do is line them back up like this. And just slowly push it in. And there you go. Back leg's back in the hole. Now for the front one. Same thing. You would want to line it up the best as you could first. And then slowly move the leg. Then pop that into each other. And there you go. It's back in. Working and doing. Oh yeah, the leg can go up that far. So let's move on to the leg. Or the rest of the leg. I was just doing that because I know some people popped theirs out and kept them out. Or theirs popped out and trying to get back in and break in the joint, the rod right here. And I don't want anybody breaking theirs or anything. That's why I was giving y'all the demonstration on how to put it back in carefully. But if y'all see me doing this, don't do it if yours didn't pop up. But if yours popped out, there you go. That's how you fix it. All right, back to the review. Now the leg can come up that high and can kick that far. See if we can actually get him to kick though. Okay, he can actually raise his leg up. I know earlier I couldn't get it to do right. Alright, and the leg can go back that far. That's how far back the leg can go. Now right here at the knee, as y'all could see, is also some more pistons. And I kind of like that little detail they did right here instead of just having just just a leg joint. I like how they got that right there. So the leg can close that far, can go out that far. Now for the feet, has this little, I'm going to do this side right here. It's a little bit closer. It can rise up this high. Well, for you to move the feet, you want to move this up and this little flab in the back right there, so you can move the feet up that far, down that far, and it can also has pivot. Now, something caught my attention right here, and that is on the bottom of the feet there is a screw right here. Now, when you look at the feet, inside of these feet right here, if you can see that above my finger, there's a little gap, and that's on all four toes. And my toes right here, like you can see right here, is wiggling. So was this meant to be where the feet can close into each other and widen? Or is it just mine is loose right here? Because a bunch of these feet actually are wiggling. So it looks like you could just take them and close them together or move them more facing forwards. I don't know. That's where I'm at. I'm just saying, because I don't know if I need to just tighten that or just, I'm probably just going to leave it, as when it pivots, it can actually help a little bit with that little bit of wiggling. But that's what I was thinking, why, for the pivoting, and the thing would just move the feet forwards. But it would have been nice if the feet could curve inwards, like if you had another monster to put his foot on. It would have been nice the tips right here could fold down, kind of, so it looks like it's the foot is on top of the other monster like this, and it could like fold downwards like to anchor it. But alright, we're going to move on, and the last part is the tail. And the tail is all ball joint, but this right here is a lot nicer. It's one of the nicest tails that I have seen so far, because it can come up really far, almost back up to the head. And it will also hold its pose. So no matter where you pose it, it will hold it. And the figure will stand on its own with, like y'all can see, the tail's not even on the floor. And it still stands. Granted, mine is still having the pivoting problem. Well, not problem, I just didn't put the feet back down flat. But it can still hold up. Now, the one thing I wish they would have gave us with the hands right here was a tail piece. Now, I don't know if they're going to do a special color version or a different version that will come with it. But that would have been nice if it came with that. Or if this would have opened up to do the blade. Alright, now we're going to move on to size comparison. I'm so sorry that I've done nothing but talked through this. I know I get talking and y'all probably don't like that. Alright, I got him set up. Alright, move his tail so we can fit everybody. Well, not everybody, just some figures in here for sizing. So first up I'm going to do is a Mechagodzilla from Bandai. Just your standard Bandai figure right here. Stands right. That is kind of a little bit accurate, I think. Unless he should be like down here at his feet, I think. Not his feet, his knees or his waist. For that, but that's it from the movies. That's the size from the movie. Right here looks kind of good. But while I got him out, well, you know what, let me move him out the way. Next for sizing, we got the Playmates Skullcrawler and my custom Mechagodzilla that I done a while back. I know this is kind of bad. I gotta move the camera back. Hang on. I'm so sorry, everybody. Move that back slightly. You can get a rough estimate on it. I got this on a bigger tripod because the original tripod I normally use was too short to get this figure because he is on the kind of the large scale, being over 6 inches. I think he's about 7 or maybe 7.5 inches, I think, at full height. Well, full extension. So this does work good with him. This was just the comparison. Alright, move these on out the way. Alright, next up I have to size them with is Kong and Godzilla from the same movie. And that's basically what Kong does. This figure right here is hard to get standing, but once you do, he works out fine. Now, I like the sizing right here. This Kong is actually the smallest out of the three. Godzilla is the second largest, and Mechagodzilla is larger than both of them. So this sizing is pretty good. Now, this is the Heat Ray Godzilla from MonsterArts. But I mostly use the Godzilla from Godzilla King of the Monsters. And this size up just as good with them. But this is actually the one from the movie, not to get confused. Well, I know a lot of y'all know that. I just wanted to say that. I'll be right back. Now, this actually does still size good because Kong is still shorter, and he is still shorter than him. So move these on out the way. Now, for the paint scheme we did get the red eye on him. We got the red on the tips of the, no, well, not really the tips, just a bit below the tip. We got him all the way down his tail to the last one. If y'all can see that, it is very small, but you can, if you had this in hand, you can see that it's still right there on that tip. Okay, the camera's not catching it. Most of the color is silver, or I think it's called gunmetal silver. But mostly that is what he is on here. And he does have some black in the creases, like right, move the arm. Right here we get some black. And some other spots it has some black in those too. But yeah, it does look like a nice fit. It is a good figure. It's just really hard to move the joints. But at least the joints are moving. So they just need to be worked a little bit. But that is mostly with mine. I know some people got theirs and their figures were really loose. So I am actually grateful mine is not loose. Like right here is pretty good. But moving the arms and out and stuff means that it would hold and do a lot better than being loose and just falling over. Alright, I've made this video long enough. And I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I know that I talked a lot, but I wanted to at least tell y'all about the leg right here. So if yours pops out, don't worry. It's easily to pop back in. But yeah, I'm going to go on in the video here. And I will see y'all next time.